If I have $100,000 that I just bury under my mattress, or if I just keep it in a checking account at 10% return, which is about what people ought to be able to average with their passive investments over the long term. Passive means I put it in and I don't touch it. Active means I'm investing in my business, I'm reinvesting, I'm expanding, I'm buying new factories, I'm hiring employees with it. I'm growing my own business with that money. That's an active investment. And that generally, if done prudently and being very calculated with good business mastery, is one of the best investments you can possibly make because the equity in the business goes up significantly. But for passive investments, a 10% return over the long term is really solid. Now that may mean up 20% in 2025 and down 10% in 2026. And then having the emotional fortitude, the propensity to maintain a logical long-term approach to the money. So with risk, there's the propensity, how much can I emotionally stomach? And then there's capacity. If I were to lose this whole 100,000, does it wipe me out? Is there a chance I could need it? Does it put me in a real financial bind? At 10% every 7 years, money doubles. Or at 7% return every 10 years, money doubles. So $100,000 in 14 years is $400,000. That $400,000 in purchasing power is really $200,000. So I grew from 100 to 400, and that 400 can buy $200,000 worth of goods and services in today's dollars, right? Had I left it under the mattress where it didn't grow, and I've seen a lot of people do this with a lot of money, that 100,000 in 15 years is worth around, it can buy around half of what it could buy today in 15 years. So the 100 grand is essentially worth 50,000, meaning you lost money along the way. So pretty brutal. Another aspect to that is, was I paying phantom tax? In other words, as my money is growing, am I paying taxes on the gains every year? Albert Einstein said that the most powerful force in the universe is compound interest. Why? Because your dollars have babies, and those babies have babies. If a portion of those babies are going to the government in taxes, you're diverting maybe a fourth or a third, or in some cases half of your earnings to the government every year, which means the day you give the money to the government is the day it stops having babies for you. So we want to use tax efficient vehicles, health savings accounts, 529 plans. I've used all of these.